Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Moments away, it'll be the Denver Nuggets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Nuggets. Right now, they've compiled the third-best record in the conference. And, of course, the Timberwolves, a game and a half out.
And, you know, for the Nuggets, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The guard pair will be Conley and Edwards. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the small forward. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Jones is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Murray, and it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everyone. Greg, it is a huge day on the NBA calendar.
Well, getting a Christmas game is special. They're normally reserved for the best teams. And the guys on the floor tonight have earned their chance to be on the big stage.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Outside Edwards. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. And he misses his first shot of the game. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Randall kicks to Ingles. 5 on the clock. Good on the triple.
So you've got to chase Joe Ingles off that three-point line because he is lethal.
Now Watson. Hardaway is screen on Randall. Watson, the pass to Hardaway. Fader on the way, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Randall, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. From deep. And Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Doris, for the Timberwolves, 2 consecutive trips to the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, this is by far the franchise's most successful era to date. But, of course, they are not satisfied. Anthony Edwards desires a championship because he wants to be considered amongst the all-time greats.
Here's Randall. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Jones, the pass to Murray. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves trail. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Nuggets. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now, here's Ingles, following the miss by Jokic. Out to Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. And we get a moment to check out the team scoring leaders. Fourth, the Nuggets.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Here's Najee, covered by Miller, and he gets the bucket. 1:09 left here in the opening quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
Yeah, great setup by DiVincenzo with the pick and roll. He is very capable as the screener or the handler.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Reed, and it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Brown.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. The tray. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Shannon. Scoreless thus far. Miller with a screen on Brown. Here's Shannon. Miller. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Bruce Brown is out there with Murray. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Tyson in at the 4. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Now here's Randall, 11 feet away, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Murray kicks to Brown. From downtown, rebound Minnesota. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
Here's Brown, following the 3 by Minnesota. Valanciunas dishes to Murray. Clock at 6. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Jamal Murray.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Minnesota making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. A beautiful finish inside by Ant. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Now Edwards. Following the 3-point attempt by Jokic. And Reed throws it down.
Man, Naz Reid not only gets off his feet, does it in a hurry and with some strength.
Jokic with a screen on DiVincenzo. And another miss by Denver.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Joe Ingles comes in for Clark. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jones, the pass to Jokic. Jones kicks to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, the touch from Jokic.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
Greg, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Here's Watson, following the basket by Julius Randle. Outside, Jones. Off target from outside.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Brown, he's checked in for Murray. Minnesota also with the sub. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Now here's Brown, still without a basket. Pass to Jones. And another miss by Denver.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Now here's Brown. Joe Ingles missing his last shot. Hardaway, no good.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Jokic with the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Reed with it. Watson's there. Edwards passes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's Conley outside. And Jones pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 14. Over in the corner, Brown. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's Minnesota up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest. Is there a better weekend than All-Star Weekend?
My birthday weekend, I get to do whatever I want.
Wait, how many birthdays do you have a year, Shaq? Because that sounds like every weekend for you.
He's not wrong, Biggin. Moving on now to the first half of play. And how about Julius Randle's contribution?
Randle's rise has been impressive, from role player to budding star. And tonight he's putting on this entire arsenal that he's displayed is impressive.
Yeah, he stepped it up, that's for sure. Love seeing his hard work pay off.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And Denver has possession, a 12-point game. And they start a long road journey there. That'll be the first of a 7-game road trip. So on the floor for Minnesota, the big men on the floor for him, Randle and Gobert. The guard pair will be Conley and Edwards. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Randle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Julius Randle has been a consistent producer in this league for a long time. This guy, an absolute matchup nightmare.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Randle.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Jokic. And here is Hardaway. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Edwards, a screen on Hardaway. Denver grabs the miss. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Back to Jones. Pass to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. Jokic, number 1.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Here's Murray, still scoreless. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
Thank you. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists now tonight. Jokic sets the screen for Murray, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Murray's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. This past month, he's really set himself apart. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. Now Randall, he's got 11. Pass to Ingles, fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jones finds Hardaway. 1:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Jokic. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Conley outside. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Jones with the ball for Denver. Trailing by 17. Murray scanning the floor. Jokic with a screen on Ingles. 4 on the shot clock. Jones from outside. Ingles with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 17. Over in the corner, Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
What a finish by Rudy Gobert. Doesn't have to get up super high, but boy, that's with authority.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. The Nuggets in second.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 19-point game. Tyson, and he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 5 to shoot. Brown wide open. He fires. They get it again. The layup off target.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
And Clark slams it in.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Here's Pickett. The kick out to Brown for the three. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Timberwolves on top as they end the third quarter on a 14-5 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Murray, also Bruce Brown out there. And it's Tyson in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Back to Randall. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. The Nuggets trail by 21. Pass to Tyson. Now here's Valanciunas. Brown outside. Second chance shot, and Valanciunas puts it in. Valanciunas has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Denver. Here's Randall, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, to steal a line from you, up high and down hard, Jonas Valanciunas. Go ahead, big fella. Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
Here's Brown after the basket by Minnesota. Valanciunas with the ball. To the inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Outside Conley. To the right side. Randall from outside, and Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half, hasn't found the range since.
Minnesota leading by 19. Now here's Randall. Here's the 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Jones. And the 3 off target.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Back to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Outside Edwards. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
Murray, the pass to Jones. Outside for Murray, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Clark. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They've lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Julius Randle.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them, it was the efficiency with which he did it. Well, at the rim, that's just a matter of size differential, right? That's usually the result.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Now Dillingham. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back, because these guys are very talented, and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Julius Randle.